I'm Shu.
And I'm Jack.
And you're watching Rerolling Ones.
What scenario are we doing here today?
We're playing cornered, at least you and Jack are. So you're going to roll a dice, and the highest roller is going to be the pursuing force, and the lowest is going to be the marauding force. We'll talk a little bit more about how the scenario works once we
figure out who's who. Let's roll a dice, Jack. Let's do this. You ready? I get a 6. You get a 5.
You're going to be the pursuer.
I'm pursuant.
Okay.
Okay, Brent, what does that roll mean for me now that I got a 6 there?
Right, so you're the pursuer. Jack is the marauding force, and he's had to split his army up into 2 groups minus his general. His general is going to be in the game no matter what. But now, as the pursuer, Shu, you get to choose which group of units, either the Slaughter Priest and the Blood Warriors, or the Blood Stoker, the Exalted Deathbringer, and the Blood Reavers, make up his army. He only gets one group.
I think a critical part of my decision-making process here is I need to know if you have names for each of these teams. Jack, do you have names for these guys?
Both. That's the Bone Collectors. That is Cordell. These are the Flesh Rippers. That's Core, and that's Kogan. Everybody has a name.
Yeah, but do these teams themselves, like, are these guys called, you know, the Rhino Manglers, and these are the Dog Kickers? I just want to know if they have names.
That is amazing that you guessed their names like that.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
The Rhino Manglers and the Dog Kickers. I'm going to go. I think the Dog Kickers are going to be a bigger challenge for me, so I'm going to go with the Dog Kickers.
Dog Kickers. All right.
All right.
Bye-bye, Rhino Manglers.
All right, now that the armies have been settled, for the scenario, Jack is going to set up his army in the center of the board, and Shu is just trying to kill his general before he can escape. So there's a couple different victory conditions here. The first being that if Shu will score a major victory if he kills Dazghul. He'll score a minor victory if Dazghul escapes but has suffered a number of wounds equal to or greater than half his wounds characteristics. And wounds that have been healed are ignored, which is important because he does have Blood Drinker. He can heal himself. Jack is going to win a minor victory if his general escapes but has suffered a number of wounds less than half of his starting wounds characteristic, and win a major victory if he runs away completely unscathed.
All right. Here is my army that I get to take for this scenario. I got Kogan, my Bloodstoker. Core, my Exalted Deathbringer. 20 Blood Reavers, known as the Flesh Rippers. And Dazghul, who has unrivaled battle lust. That means I can charge if there's an enemy within 12 inches of me in the enemy charge phase at the end of it. He also has Blood Drinker. And he also has that Exalted, I get 1 Blood Type point.
Yeah, an extra Blood Type point.
That's the Blood Type point. So that's my army.
Hello, everybody. This is Shu, and this is my Sylvaneth Path to Glory warband as it stands. We have Thistledown, my Treelord Ancient in the back here is my general. Here we have some Kurnoth Hunters with scythes. I've upgraded them from having bows because it turns out scythes are a little bit meaner when you're fighting people who are really good at rubbing elbows. Over here we've got the Tree Revenants, and our leader is outfitted with the Glaive, which gives him, I think, damage 2 on his weapon. And over here we have 10 Dryads. So this is my Path to Glory warband as it stands right now. This is Shu again, and I'm going to go over my Allegiance abilities just in case you're joining us for the first time in this Path to Glory campaign. My general's ability is the Lord of Spites, which allows him to re-roll the first failed hit roll made for my general in each phase. So 1 failed hit per phase. His spell is the Throne of Vines, which allows him to summon a mini Balewind Vortex. On a casting value of 5, I can add D3 to all future casting and binding rolls, as long as I don't move off of it. Then for my item, over here I've got the Hagbane Spite, which is once per game. Instead of attempting to unbind a spell, my bearer can send forth the Hagbane Spite to attack the caster. After resolving the spell's effects, the caster immediately suffers D3 mortal wounds, pecking your eyes out for casting the spell on me. My Kurnoth Hunters have this ability here, the Awakened Fury. On the Follower's Reward table I once rolled, you can reroll hit and wound rolls of 1 for this unit in the combat phase if the unit has made any attacks in an earlier combat phase. So if they're in subsequent combat phases, they get a little bit better. cornered. And I have the Khorne army quartered.
Cornered.
Cornered. Hashtag cornered. Okay, so Jack's Khorne army is deployed in the center of the table here. His objective is to get his general off the board. I've got him bit surrounded here. I've got my Treelord Ancient right here on this side. Over there, I've got my Kurnoth Hunters and Dryads ready to pounce. And down here, we have my, my ace in the hole here, my 5 wounds of Tree Revenants ready to block some escapees. Now, if you wanted to, this barnyard over here is not protected by anything in my army because I ran out of war scrolls. But I do have this wildwood, the Sentry of the Deep here. It's going to keep you from getting off the table. Let me tell you about the terrain. Here we have Damned. Damned Ruin there. This is Sinister Ruin here. Over here, another Damned Ruin. This is Inspiring. Damned Inspiring. This is also Inspiring. Down here we got some Deadly Hill. I don't know, maybe the grass is really slick or something. I don't know. Then over here, we got another Inspiring. This whole place is just super inspiring. Everybody loves being here. Sinister Ruins here. And Sinister Ruins over here. So, looks for like pretty much Inspiring over there. Really dangerous stuff over here. And some mean stuff over here, I guess. But let's see if I can keep you from getting off the board. You excited to see how this goes?
I'm going to go first. I get a choice. I am going to use Inspiring Presence on my Blood Reavers.
Okay.
I'm going to stoke my general.
Sounds good. So he's going to get his bonus to move, right?
Yep, and I'm going to use his once per game ability and get a blood tap point.
Cool.
Alrighty.
That's your hero face.
That is my hero face. Straight to movement. I'm going to go with my Blood Reavers first.
Sounds good.
Is run them. +1, so they are at as 11. Match here.
All right. Daisy chain some guys around the back.
Here.
Nice. This AOS Tactics, you saw it here first, the famous U-shaped formation brought to you by Andy 2D6 back in the day.
All right. I'm going to my Blood Stoker. It's going 12.
Some 2015 tactics here.
My Milo Record. 5 + 3 + 5. So he has 13. Far. And my
He's gonna go for the tiny
a
brigade.
little bit extra. And hopefully my Exalted Deathbringer can keep up. 6.
Oh, nice.
11.
He's gonna run over there and kill those guys. No. Nice.
Alrighty. I don't have any shooting, don't have any battle shock, don't have any charges. That's my turn.
All right, let's see how this goes. Sylvaneth, turn 1. All right, Sylvaneth hero phase. My general is going to attempt to put Mystic Shield on himself on a 6. He gets it. Super gets it, I should say. And also we're going to try to bring out a Wildwood with Spirit Song. Is that Heed the Spirit Song? No, Silent Communion. It's like a Queensryche song. He doesn't get it, so no more woods. Jack is celebrating in the background there, doing a little bit of dance. And that's no more for dice rolls. I'm going to try to do Heed the Spirit Song. Oh, so Heed the Spirit Song is going to give my general and my Kurnoth Hunters the ability to re-roll 1s in their armor save. Okay, for the Sylvaneth movement phase, let me get my cards out here. My quick reference cards. My general is going to hoof it. It's going to run 5 inches plus 4. It's going to go 9 total. And that's going to put him up. He's going to no! Stop, wait! You have to return your library book. This is very important. And then these guys over here, man, they're going to take it for the team. So they're going to run up as well. Boop, boop, boop. So the Revenants actually have a movement of 5. So they're going to go up 11 inches here.
Just like they practice in college.
Yeah. Go up there and die. My Dryads are going to move up within 3. And my strategy here is I'm going to try to put my Kurnoth Hunters behind them. And the goal there will be to use their 2-inch range. Okay, so we're going to try to charge these Dryads here. They're going to go 7 inches, which I think is going to make it for them. So I'm just going to move them up and as out of the way as possible and in the line. Try to get as many in. Great. Now for the Kurnoth Hunters, they're going to charge 7 inches. So they're just going to kind of come up here. Huntmaster will be in range, and the rest of the guys are going to be out of range for the Khorne attack. I don't think it matters. It doesn't matter, but they're able to reach.
Oh, hold on. Is your charge phase done?
Yeah.
He's going to charge.
Oh, right.
Plus 3 inches for being stoked.
Where's he going to go?
7, 8, 9, 10.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Oh, around the back. Okay, so we've had to do this combat phase twice now because it turns out we read the rules. So when you're in combat like this, the tree revenants have been charged, but they can pile in up to 6 inches. However, the rules state you have to pile in to the closest enemy model. In this case, this guy back here is exactly 6 inches away from Dazghul, or the Dazghul model, Dazghul in this case. Over here, he's actually less than 6 inches away from this guy. Same thing for this dude here. So what this unit has to do in order to retain coherency, they're going to have to pivot like so, and they will probably get one guy in combat between each section. So this is what pile-in looks like after this. These are the rules of Age of Sigmar here. So this is what pile-in looks like. Each of these guys are an inch away, or less than an inch away. So in this case, he's within his attack range. This guy's within his attack range, but the only two people able to attack in this combat phase are this guy and this guy. So for my...
They're offering the best support they can.
For my Scion, he hits on 4s and wounds on 3s. He gets to re-roll one of these dice in this phase if he needs to. Doesn't need to. 4s and then 3s for the Scion. So he gets... I'm going to re-roll this because it's a 2 damage weapon to see if I can do it better. That is a wound, and this Ren 1, damage 2.
This could be a minor victory for Shu right here.
Save one.
Save one of them. Okay, so you take 2 damage. And over here, this guy hits on 4s and 3s. It's a 5 and then a 5. So one more onto this guy.
Alright, -1.
Ren 1? Yep.
1 damage. Right?
1 damage.
Okay.
That was the most complicated combat phase I've ever had in my life.
Alright, I'm going to go with my Blood Reavers next, so piling in here.
Look how simple your pile-in phase is. I'm jealous. Just 3 inches. The gentleman's 3.
Close. The gentleman's 3 for the piling. Yeah.
See, there is an advantage to charging into base contact like this because it means that they can't pile in anymore.
Yeah, so I got 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I'll just go to 3 into your Kurnoth Hunters.
Kurnoth Hunters, okay.
Alright, hitting on 4s, wounding on 4s. There's 3 of them. Okay. So, hitting on 4s, wounding on 4s. Rerolling 1s.
Rerolling 1s.
But there aren't any.
No.
And wounding on 4s. Just 2, no rend.
All right, 2 onto the Dryads. So their saving throws 5 up.
Ha!
2 dead. Okay, I'm going to hit you back to the Kurnoth Hunters here. They have scythes. So with their scythe attack, they have 3 attacks each. And so the Huntmaster hits on 2s. He's hitting. And the other guys hit on 3s. They'll get to re-roll those. And then wounding on 3s. And that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ren 2.
It goes right through.
So 5d3 damage. Comes out to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Mighty Lord of Khorne's next, going with his Axe of Khorne, hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s, but since he's whipped to fury by the Stoker, I get to reroll 1s to wound.
He's furious.
Why did you do that?
Alright, and 3s to wound. Okay, and it's -1 rend.
Oh no. So 3 attacks. Okay, so I got to do 3 6s here. I don't. I take 2.
That's D3. So that is 3, 4.
4 of them are gone.
Oh no! Why?
That's at the end. And my dog's going. I need to give my dog a name. It's pretty nice. Hit on 3s, wound on 4s.
Branch biter.
There we go, Branch Biter. Thank you. Wound on 4s.
Stick chaser.
2. No rend.
Fenton. 2, right? No rend. Here we go. 2 6s. Oh! Bam! That's how that happened.
Yeah!
But he's going to run off away from Battle Shock. Who cares? Okay, my Dryads are going to attack back, and since it's my turn, I'm going to enrapture these guys with our song It's our beautiful song that soothes Khorne. And so we're going to hit on 3s. Ugh. That's a lot of bad. That's okay. It does make sense. Did you say it makes sense? Okay, and then we're going to wound on 4s.
You have any rend?
No rend.
Okay,
So that's
6
4
up
dice, no
save.
rend.
6 up save. So 3 going down.
3 guys go down. And then we have a Chronoth Hunter attack.
You already went with them. Don't try to.
Oh no, they do a stomp at the end of the
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can do that. On a 4-up, they do a mortal wound.
4 up. They do.
Okay.
Oh, he
immortal
stomps that guy into the dirt.
Let's go with this guy here.
It is close. Battle shock for this guy. My alpha on a 1 or a 2. He's fine. Otherwise he runs.
Oh,
He's
nice.
fine, so he gets to stick around. Don't even need to re-roll it.
Nice.
Okay, the Dryad's bravery is a 6. They've lost 2, +2, and they're fine.
All right, and my Blood Reavers are inspiring presence, so they're sticking around.
They're inspired. Okay, roll off. Turn roll. A 1 to 2.
I will take it.
Super high stakes.
I heal 1 wound from Blood Drinker. Khorne turn 2. I'm going to do my Gorelord on these 3 guys. It's 24 inches, so they get to roll 3 dice when they charge and pick the highest 2.
Yeah, that works.
And I'm going to whip him to Fury, aka Stoke. And that is my hero phase. I've lost every game so far. I promised my son, who you probably saw at the intro of this video, both of those were my kids, that I would win one Path to Glory game so he could be proud of me. It's the most uncorn thing you can do. But I am going to retreat.
Disgraceful.
Tactical blood retreat.
All right,
Let's see it.
let's roll.
Yeah, 2d6 like you're running.
No, it's just
It's
one
Plus
dice.
just 1d6 plus your
Yeah.
move, yeah.
And you whipped him, right?
I whipped him, so he goes plus his move is 5, plus 5, so he's going 10.
Right to the edge of the table.
So this is important. In Jack's hero phase, he will win the game if there are no enemy models within 3 inches of him.
All right, I'm moving these guys forward. He goes 5, and he goes 6.
If you fail your charges and I catch up to you,
Yeah.
you better fight me.
All right, that is my movement phase. I'm going to go to charge. I'm gonna charge with him first.
No, you're not going to fail. Let's see it.
Oh,
No, he
3d6.
didn't fail.
So 8 inches.
Oh, 3d6. You couldn't fail it. Boop. You're standing right in my way.
And
Face me. Come on.
this guy will go.
Come on. Turn him around.
All right, he's going 12, so just go
The
like
carrot.
that.
This guy was awesome last turn, but let's see what happens.
Blood Reaver's going. They hit on 4s, rerolling 1s because they have 2-hand weapons.
Going into who?
The Dryads. Sorry.
Okay.
No 1s to reroll. And wounded on 4s. Okay.
Chronoth Hunters?
Cut off Hunter, so I'm going to call it Cordorath. Hit. Nope. All right.
Oh no. All right, Brent. This is my alpha. He's got to try to redeem himself here. He's going to put both of his attacks into the Bloodstoker and see if I can at least take your movement buff off the table. Hitting on 4s, wounding on 3s. Gonna re-roll one of those. For 4, wounding on 3s. No. Okay, never mind.
All right. Core is going next, and because he's within 12 inches of the general, he gets +2 attacks on his Ruinous Axe. All right, hitting on 4s, wounded on 3s.
You're definitely going to ruin him.
And 3 at a -1.
All right. Give me 3 of those dice.
There you go.
Thanks. I'll take these 3.
3 6s.
3 6s.
Okay.
Re-roll this one. Wait, no, he's still dead.
Yeah.
Oh, no! Okay, these Kurnoth Hunters have dropped their Tangle Root, Tanglethorn Thicket, and they're going to, at the beginning of the last charge phase, I forgot to announce it, Huntmaster's hitting on 2s, going into those Blood Reavers. That goes away. And then,
Oh, but he can re-roll that hit now, can't he?
oh right, because it's the subsequent
Yeah.
combat phase. And so that's a hit, and then these are all hitting on 3s. No, that tree. That's why I don't use those trees. Now these are wounding on 3s. All of them.
All right.
Ren 2.
Well, you got to roll D3.
It's
Yeah,
D3s.
If you roll all 1s, I might be able to live. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah,
There we
no.
go.
So, there we go.
You really gonna make me roll, bro?
Dryads are kind of confused because there's no one left for them to kill, and the Bloodstoker is equally disappointed.
All right, so after Corgus Cool kicked my alpha into his other heroes so they could finish up the scraps.
That's Dazghul. Cool.
Okay, yes, sorry. After
Distant
Dazghul-
cousin.
Yeah,
Get it
distant-
right.
Yes, you're right, you're right. There's so much celebrity in there on the table. I'm trying to put Mystic Shield on myself because this is the only thing I'm in range to do. He does. And then I'm going to try to summon a Woods just because I can, and I can't. That's all I can do for my hero phase, I think.
Oh, and Heat the Spirit Song.
Oh, right. That was General's going to run 6 inches on top of his 5. It's going to go 11. Just because, no, we're at least going to make you look like there was danger in not returning that library book. And then over there, the Kurnoth Hunters are going to run. They're going 4. And the Dryads are going to go an extra 6. So that's pretty good. Be able to. Well, it looks like these guys are going to get pretty close to 3 inches away. If I can ever untangle my tape measure from the Dryads. Kind of a perpetual problem with Dryads.
Tanglethorn models.
They're, as Doug said, they're fans of the buddy system. They like, don't go anywhere without your buddy. And they join hands, don't talk to strangers, no means no, the whole 9 yards. And the Kurnoth Hunters, what do I roll for them? 4?
Yeah.
Right, they're going to go up. They're 9 inches. They're uprooting their thicket. And now they're going to haul. Branch.
Everyone is coming for
Haul
him.
branch. Get him!
All right, so we're about to go into the turn roll-off. If Jack wins the turn roll-off, he wins. He's within 6 inches, and he's going to score a minor victory because he has taken a wound. However, if Shu wins the turn-off, there's these Dryads that potentially could make a charge, and also this Treelord Ancient is perfectly within range to fire his Doom Tendril Staff, which is very nasty. There's a lot at stake here. Are you guys ready?
It's going to come down to dice. Jack has been hitting the books, you can tell by his studious appearance.
Let's do this.
Turn roll. Oh, you got this. Red dice.
The red
Okay,
dice
here we
for
go.
Khorne.
Here we go. Here we go.
Please shine at me. I'm sorry I ran away.
2. Just 5.
I got it.
You get it. You win the game.
Khorne
Khorne
is the winner.
victory.
Jack won a game. Jack won a game.
What are you going to do now?
Dress for the job you want, okay? Dress for success. What am I going to do now? I'm going to roll to see how many points I get. 2.
All right, rolling for Path to Glory rewards. What are you going to get?
4. That is general.
Yeah, another champion reward. So 2d6.
I'm going to put on my general again. 5.
Ensorcelled weapon. Pick one weapon used by your champion. It cannot be a weapon used by a mount if they have one. Attacks with this weapon inflict an additional -1 rend.
Okay.
Nice.
I'll take that.
That's Ren 2 on that guy.
Yeah, Axe of Khorne.
All right. Sylvaneth abilities or warband tables. What am I rolling?
Just roll dice.
Roll a dice. I got a 6,
You
everybody.
So you get followers rewards.
Forward. Who's
So,
gonna get it?
yeah, pick one of your followers.
The hunters are going to get 3.
Cruel. Reroll wound rolls of 1 in the combat phase. And you can't reroll or reroll.
Oh, this
Yeah,
is,
no, you can't. Yeah, you can't reroll
This
rerolls.
is open play.
Oh wait,
You
it
still
is
can't.
Oh,
It's,
okay.
it's not even that. So,
Yeah.
sad face.
Round top.
So there is the Path to Glory game. Cornered between Shu and Jack. Guys,
Hashtag cornered.
And it's called cornered, but it's actually spelled Khorn.
Right.
clearly because Khorne won. Jack, you won your
Khorne.
first game. How do you feel?
I feel much better because the last game I played, I was like,
Wasn't cool.
wasn't cool. It was, but I bounced back
Yeah.
because
You put on a new jacket.
I learned that rock bottom had a little bit of wiggle room, so but I was able to get my S together, got inspiration from my children, and decided that I can run this Khorne. I
You-
don't have to.
Yeah. Well, what is it? What is the Gorka Morka thing, right? It's like part cunning,
Yeah,
part brutal. I think Khorne can be cunning at times.
Yeah.
And how I visualize this is that Dazghul just kicked the alpha back into the heroes who devoured him like pack of lions. And then he just, I don't have time for this. I have to take this book back to the library. And then the alpha fell down, and then, yeah, the rest of the army is like, what? No, not that way.
You could turn this around thematically. You could just be like, I'm late for a meeting with Khorne,
Yeah.
right?
Also, I didn't have Cordell the Unworthy. See, he's bad luck.
He
I've
is.
lost every single game. He's back
Yes.
to being unworthy. I don't care what the YouTube comments say. Cordell the Unworthy.
Cordell the Unlucky.
Yeah, unlucky.
Cordell the
That's
There we
what
go.
I'm
Yeah.
ready.
New title.
New title. Cordell the
Yes.
Unlucky.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, we're creeping up. Path of Glory is coming to a close. I think we'll
It's
have a couple
almost
more
over.
missions.
How many points do you have left?
I'm at 7. Doug is at 8, and we're about to play next. So I'm guessing one of us is going to reach 10 or higher, and then I think we're gonna have to just do one more game after that. My idea is there's a 4-player scenario, and I think that would be a really good final game for everybody, especially if I don't know. I think it's just a good bookend
Yeah.
campaign.
Yeah.
I do want to mention, me watching this game. I did really like the end, where again it came down to a turn roll off, but we weren't sure how it was going to go. There still was a chance that she was going to catch Jack's general, but didn't happen.
Didn't happen. I'm a lonely alpha. I know. I've always theorized that these alphas are great, but this time he actually did something. He did a wound to a hero. That's pretty cool, man. Like, I don't know. I like these guys. I'm gonna try to use them more in other match play games. So thanks for watching. That was our Realm Talk. This is our Path to Glory campaign. If you have comments or considerations you want us to think about, suggestions,
Rules we got wrong.
anything, rules we got wrong, or if you just want to ask questions or share the video, do so. Thank you.